Hi, I'm Jodie Brandman. I'm a nutritional therapist and I specialise in female health. And today I really want to talk to you about how to protect yourself from mum burnout. This is something that is just so common in today's day and age. I see it all the time. Women everywhere are suffering, but there is so much that we can do to buffer the effects of stress. It all starts from making sure that you are upgrading your food. So swapping from things like refined carbohydrates, so things like breads and white pastas and processed foods, to nourishing carbohydrates. Because otherwise, if you're having sugar and processed foods all day, what that's doing is raising your blood sugar levels and then they come crashing down. And if you are doing this all day long and you're crashing and peaking and crashing and peaking, it's going to send stress signals to your body. So we just want to do this with our energy levels and our blood sugar levels. And this is by whole carbohydrates. So things like starchy vegetables or whole grains, they just release sugar into the blood more slowly and prevent those crashes. We also need to be adding protein to every single meal, because this is really important for repair of the body and building up our hormones and preventing us from having a whole stress response. And it also slows our blood sugar down even further. So things like meat, chicken, fish, eggs, beans, pulses, lentils, all that good nourishing stuff, get that into every meal you're having to slow that sugar release down more. And eating good fats. Now, when we've had a baby and when we're running around after kids, we're going to be a little bit depleted. It's going to take its toll on our brain health, and that needs omega-3. So things like oily fish, or if you're a vegan, looking at an algae supplement. But making sure we're doing this at least twice a week is so important. Staying hydrated is also absolutely vital, because if we are not drinking enough, our body goes into a state of stress just by that alone. So drink regularly, take a bottle of water with you wherever you go and just sip on it regularly. That is just one thing that you can tick off the list. But looking at the times you're eating as well is absolutely so important. If we're waking up and we're running around after kids and we don't take the time to eat breakfast, we're essentially running on empty. And I do not agree with fasting for anyone that has young children, because you're just going to be perpetuating this whole stress response. So when you get up, try and eat within an hour of waking. If you can't make a whole fancy breakfast, don't worry about it. Just grab a nourishing smoothie, something that has a scoop of protein powder, some berries in, and maybe a drizzle of almond butter or peanut butter, or just some healthy fats in there as well. Or you can throw in some seeds, but just whack it in a blender and away you go. You're all good to go. But making sure you also eat every few hours. Please don't wait too long before eating, because again, those blood sugar levels can crash too low, and it's at those crashes where your blood sugar is so low that you're going to be sending up a stress response. And we just want to stabilize this and keep it nice and, well, stable. There's also so much pressure for mums to just be exercising to get back to this pre-baby weight, and they can go to spin classes and go running, and that is going to be putting a toll on your body. You want to be focusing much more on strength training, or something that doesn't raise your stress hormones as much. Whenever we do high intensity cardio exercises, that is going to be raising our stress hormone on its own. So if you can upgrade your exercise and go for something that is more gentle and restorative, or something that is strength-based, you're not going to be sending those stress hormones up as much. And finally, to add to the whole picture of rest and recovery, making sure you have some downtime. I know it's easier said than done, but if you can take a couple of hours out each day to really rest and restore and give yourself some self-love, it's really going to help you along the way. Now, I hope that helps, and I hope that stops you from going into burnout, because it's really important that you take time for you and you look after your body.